Welcome back to Babies 101. In the last episode, we discussed the cognitive, social, and emotional development in children that have prenatal alcohol exposure. In this episode, we are going to talk about an advocacy group that is helping prevent fetal alcohol syndrome. This group is the National Organization of Fetal Alcohol Syndrome. Their main purpose is to stop or decrease fetal alcohol syndrome and to help families that have a child that has fetal alcohol syndrome. The National Organization of Fetal Alcohol Syndrome is one advocacy group working to stop and prevent fetal alcohol syndrome. According to the National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome, their mission is to prevent prenatal exposure to alcohol because it can cause disabilities in children. While disabilities are common for children with prenatal alcohol exposure, the reason for the change is they are one of the most preventable disabilities. Along with spreading awareness about fetal alcohol syndrome, the National Organization of Fetal Alcohol Syndrome will also provide support to families with children with fetal alcohol syndrome. What is the National Organization of Fetal Alcohol Syndrome doing? According to the National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome, one way that they are spreading awareness about fetal alcohol syndrome is by expressing facts to several different groups of people about the effects of fetal alcohol syndrome. The organization has several different partnerships. The National Organization of Fetal Alcohol Syndrome states, NOFAS maintains official and unofficial partnerships with numerous government agencies, organizations, associations, practitioner societies, and university-based programs focused on developmental disabilities. This advocacy group is also encouraging national policies that help a child's development. These can range from alcohol to drugs or any substance that has an effect on the development of the child prenatally. The National Organization of Fetal Alcohol Syndrome is providing support for families that have children with prenatal alcohol exposure and supporting of women during pregnancy to help provide a safe environment for the child. The organization is also looking to expand their organization and to make sure that their whole team is on with preventing fetal alcohol syndrome. The National Organization of Fetal Alcohol Syndrome is very successful. One can see from their webpage how big the organization is and how it is growing. According to the National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome, they are looking to expand on their growth to other states since they are only in Washington, D.C. at the moment. While they may not be located in all states, they will give you other organizations near you that can help you. The organization also shares events that either help or prevent or support families of fetal alcohol syndrome. The organization has several different partnerships. These include government agencies such as CDC and NIAAA. According to the National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome, they also have partnerships with nonprofit organizations, FASD, Evidence-Based Intervention Sites, FASD Practice and Implement Centers, Alcohol SBI sites, and Choice sites. According to the National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome, they are located in Washington, D.C. While their only location is there, they are willing to help anyone that reaches out to them for help, even if they are in a different state. Their website will provide people with other places to go or information that can help them in their situation. According to the National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome, their work is well known. They have worked with several different companies and organizations such as the government and practitioners by educating them. The group's impact could be increased by having more doctors talk about how to prevent prenatal exposure, by clearing up any myths or misconceptions about prenatal exposure. The company plans to educate more people about fetal alcohol syndrome through talking to the government and practitioners. Here we have a video recapping what the National Organization of Fetal Alcohol Syndrome does. Hi, welcome to the Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, this is my baby, and she actually has fetal alcohol syndrome.
Are you from the Washington, D.C. area?
No, actually, I'm from the Cleveland, Ohio area.
Okay, I am going to need your email, and I'm going to send you out information about places in Ohio so that you don't have to keep coming back here weekly for treatments.
Okay.
Okay, so what is your email?
Maddie_Frank92 at yahoo.com.
Okay. I will send you information about that. Is there anything else? Any other questions you may have?
How big is your guys' organization?
So our organization is quite big. We have a lot of partnerships, including some that are with the government. This includes the CDC. They've actually approved us as a big organization for working with fetal alcohol syndrome. We also like to go to practitioners and give them more education so we can clear out any myths or misconceptions about drinking alcohol during pregnancy. Any other questions?
No. What is your name?
My name is Julia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
The National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome is working to prevent and stop the spread of fetal alcohol syndrome. The National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome is working to prevent one of the most preventable disabilities in children. They are also working to help families that have children with fetal alcohol syndrome. Thanks for watching Babies 101. While this videocast series has come to a close, you can make a difference and help prevent the spread of fetal alcohol syndrome.